Look at that. It's 7 o'clock. Yay, 7 o'clock.
Everybody's so far away.
You're so far away. So far away.
And it looks like they moved the seats back.
And they just got up and moved further back. It's fine. All right, start us off, baby ducks.
Okay. You moved up one whole thing. I appreciate you.
We learned that we could sing the Baby Duck song to Baby Shark song, and it's quite humorous.
Oh, dear. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the March Populace with Marion of Northgate. The Gulf Wars hangover is
in full swing.
In full swing. It was a great time. Gosh. Sports Center. Forgive me, I'm having a bit of an eye thing. My wife. Okay.
Perrin wants to know if you'd like for him to hold it out there for you.
It's not that big.
Here comes Izzy and Wilma.
Excellent. So since we last met, I'm sorry.
We traveled to Batavia.
Yes, we did. To Winter Maneuvers. Great time was had by the many, many people who came from Northgate. I was flabbergasted. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It's Northgate. It's Winter War Maneuvers, right?
It was a good time. There was Chevard, of course, on the field. There was also cut and thrust out there, and our combat archers were out there having a good time.
Yes.
So it made my heart go happy. Their Sanguine Highnesses also held court up there, which was fun. And so Alexander Crane joined the Order of the Sanguine Warhorse for his prowess in armored combat. And Rolf Smithbeard and Sigmund von Würzburg were both awarded Thunderbolts for their feats of valor on the field that day. Siggy was asked to control a line at one point, and he did great, but there were some things he didn't know how to do. And it was really cool to watch him go, I need help. Because it's one thing that we don't do very well, most of us. And so it was really cool to get to see that.
Sorry.
You're fine. You want me to keep going?
No. Let me get through this. Golf Wars. Man, the best Golf Wars I've had in 10 years.
We didn't bring it in.
What's that? Oh, did we bring it out here?
Or did we lay it down in the house?
I think we had laid it out in the house.
Perfect.
So of the many wonderful things that happened, we had a great crew of early honors and people who were camping and eating on the Chateau de Gournay meal plan. Everybody pitched in and worked to make it better for everybody.
And it wasn't just us. It was Bonwick was there, of course, and they had some people that got there even before we did.
Yeah.
And
surprise.
They were not set up exactly where we needed them to be.
They were close.
But they were congenial and friendly and willing to move their tent. You're fine. You're fine.
Hi there.
Give high fives.
Nope. I'm just gonna run.
I'm gonna come get on the stage. High five now. Oh, I got a high five. Do you want some help catching him? All right. One moment.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a little bit of youth activities at Populace.
And that was golf.
Yes.
Semper Gun, be always flexible.
That's right. Call him Alicia McCarthy. and not all of them are pronounced.
It's Welsh.
Oh, well, that's why. If you were there, you saw them. If you saw them on Facebook, there were lots of pictures. The towers and the banner over the top were amazing, especially at night when the North Keep lights or the North Keep lit up. There was an Onstioran camp beautification contest.
I don't think it was on Steel Arm.
Was it
It was still
Onstioran?
Force.
Was it? Oh, really? Was it? Oh, huh, okay.
Yep.
Apparently it was camp wide, and there were 4 different.
There were 4 different areas that we could compete in,
It was
and there were at least 14 camps
yeah.
in the competition because we saw flags numbered all the way to 14.
There was perimeter and view at night and overall or something. Anyway, North Keep won best perimeter for our towers.
Because of our towers.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
And they gave us a banner, which
that's what we were just talking about.
which we
Laid
left
it
at
home.
home. So,
Also in our camp were the Millers. Esteban, sorry, I had to get there. I was trying not to call him by his Monday name. Ruth Ann and the boys, Samuel and Fura. And when it came to clearing Onstioran lands, not just North Keep, but Onstioran lands, they were part of the crew that literally swept through and took, I want to say, something like 11 loads
11 truckloads
of
debris.
brush and schmutz out of camp so that there would be room for tents and clean that up. And that just, yeah.
The 2 boys worked so hard all war. And Aiden, he loves hammering stakes. I have a little 2-pound sledge, and I put him to work, and he hammered 10 stakes and the small stakes that go at the base of the wall, and just went to town. It was great.
Worked his little heart out.
Yes, he did.
So lots and lots of North Keep were recognized at Windham Court on Thursday. Martell got the Griffin's Heart, and that is for recruitment and retention efforts across Windham. Elise Green joined the order, a whole bunch of people joined the Sanguine Warhorse of Windham Company, which is the fighting outside of the lands of Windham Company. And so that was Elise Green, Yael Magnus' daughter, and Jonathan of York, and Josh of North Keep. I'm sorry, I'm having to read through the list. Some of those people that were awarded got, what's the word I'm looking for? Promissory notes,
Yeah.
because they ran out of scrolls. So, good times.
Thank you. Thanks, Dad.
Zubeida was made a companion to the Sinople Warhorse, which is arts outside of the lands of Windham. And then we also had Aiden, Fura, and Samuel, for their help in clearing Onstioran lands, were made companions to the 10A Warhorse, which is service outside the lands of Windham. We also had several people that were recognized in Kingdom Court. I have not seen all of the pictures of those, nor has that report hit Zodiacus yet for me to be able to give you an exact list of the North Keepers that were on that court.
So an example of what they were doing for the Principality Awards, this is a wax. Wax?
I don't know.
No, it's plastic.
Okay.
It might be 3D printed. It's got a little clip on the back, but it's a ribbon-like scroll. And this one is for Josh.
And it was made by Cadmus.
It was made by Cadmus,
That's pretty cool.
his Sanguine Highness.
I keep hearing great things about others' experiences at Gulf Force. Please keep those coming.
Accepting the word for Josh is his dad.
Because he is currently asleep.
Really?
Tree stumps.
Yeah.
He decided that stumps had to go after he got rid of the first one. It's like every once in a while you watch them walk away with an axe and be like, where are you?
Never mind. Yeah.
I'm not asking questions.
Nice.
Just go.
That's great.
So as we put Gulf Wars behind us and in our rearview mirror, of course, we turn our attentions to our upcoming event of Castellan. We have some good news and we have some bad news. The good news is we have autocrats. Whee! The bad news is that once again, our site got overbid and Castellan will be moving. Unfortunately, it is moving to the last weekend of June, where we know it's going to be hot. So we are already working with Ranger Mike, I still want to call it Ranger Roger, to find different things that we can do to help mitigate the heat. Bear with us, we're working on it. We did look at another site that would try to keep us in the same weekend, but that site was not SCA friendly. There was not enough parking. The distances between the activities would have been massive and would not have been convenient.
There were
for
ADA
people-
issues.
For people with mobility issues.
Yeah.
And so we had to twist to the only other option that we had before us. So yes, we know it will be hot. We're working on that. And as we're talking about having to move Castellan because once again, our site's been overbooked, Jeffrey and I have asked our officers and our seneschal about creating a new deputy to the seneschal position, whose job it will be to secure a contract and payment for the sites that we're going to use well in advance, even if we don't have a bid. 9 times out of 10, even if we don't have a bid, someone will raise their hand and step up, right? But if we keep waiting until the last minute when we have a bid, we're going to continue to have this problem of not being able to maintain our sites. So we want to make sure that our sites are contracted and paid for enough in advance that this problem can stop, because it needs to stop. Really badly needs to stop. With Castellan around the corner, circling back to good stuff, we'd appreciate any award recommendations for Corbell's. Also, if you've got somebody that you think the Order of the Lion's Paw of Kenmare should be discussing, now would be a great time to let Jeffrey and I know so that we can get that out there in front of that order and get those discussions done in advance of the event, and in advance of the event enough to get permission from the Crown to give those awards, because that's not something that we can decide today that we're going to do and do tomorrow.
Yeah,
We have to have the Crown's permission
we
for
need
those.
the blessing of the Crown to do that.
Yep,
So,
we're on your progress.
yes. So, moving forward, this coming weekend is obviously Defender, which is Palooza with the Vigil Village. I guess they're splitting the 8 up into different.
There's
9 now. Wow. There's going to be some tired peers after that.
They're having multiple courts throughout the day to spread that load out so that it's not 12 hours of court at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Ooh.
There's also
For 2 days, they get there Sunday as well.
Really?
not according to the event schedules that I've seen. If that's new, that's fine. I just haven't seen that yet. Oh, okay.
And the following weekend, we will be going to coronation. A new king. And somebody will step up to be Golden Staff Herald.
I think Her Highness was looking for some SCA post. I saw a post on Facebook today. She's looking for, I think, maybe some of the transfer something.
Oh, look, I haven't seen that post.
I think she left something at Gulf, and there, that's.
Yes. Oh, I thought it was free. Okay, never mind.
Rewind, undo, mulligans.
Right. The following weekend is Wisdom for Baronial. We will be going to that. Murata Trade Days. And then that's early in May. The rest of May we'll be getting ready for, yeah. Is that? Okay.
Queen's Champion is that month, and it's at the other end of the world.
Oh, yeah. We'll be going to Eldon Baronial first week of June. The next weekend is Summer Crown. And then 2 weeks later, we'll be castling. Whew. I'm thinking kiddie pools and sponges.
Don't they have a pool there?
They do. We're going to look into that.
So in years past, when it was Ranger Roger, Roger's daughter was a licensed lifeguard. And so we could pay extra money to pay her to be the lifeguard for the day. We've not had the pool open since we made the change to Ranger Mike. And so I don't know what that price will look like.
Yeah.
I don't know what the options are there. That is part of the conversations that we want to have as far as mitigating the heat. I'm also thinking misters. I'm thinking all sorts of things that, I'm thinking slushies for sale.
Yes, there will be a slushie
Fundraisers.
machine.
Both our chivalric and our rapier and cut and thrust, I say both, all of them are looking to upgrade the loaner armor stash that we have. And while they haven't presented financial bids yet, I suspect that it's going to surpass what our budget allows in a year for them to spend. And so I had already thought about having a snow cone or slushy booth, if you will, at Castellan as a fundraiser. And now that it's going to be in June, that's pretty much going to be set in stone. We're going to figure out how to make that happen. I don't know what it'll cost us to get all of that ice on site, but we'll figure it out. So I know that that's coming, but my plan is that the three tiers, or not tiers, the three forms of combat will split the profit
proceeds
from that and buy whatever it is they need to up the loaner gear, so that we don't have to keep taking people off the field in order for new people to get to fight. Right. Yeah. So the last thing that I have on my list is we have some guests here tonight that we haven't seen in a while. I know Chris. I don't know your name. I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's Craig.
Hi, Craig. I'm Adelia. And they're here. Do you want to talk, or do you want me?
Whatever. I'm also known as Dorian. I'm in and out and have been for,
We don't want to talk about it.
I was gonna say,
I don't want to talk about it.
a hot second. I've been kind of there since I was much younger. And so, I kind of turn up when stuff goes sideways. I was last year when Dermot was dying. And so, there's been a house fire, Dorian's back. So, so here I am, have been doing some of the administrative work for, of course, as you all probably know, you were the ones back in the house fire. So we have social media posts. That's me. I'm a media person. I'm not some weird scammer human. I exist. And this is my partner, Craig. He's also ours. We claim him. I don't know if I missed anything. Yeah, pretty much me.
Okay.
So there are posts all over the Book of Faces, and for those of you that aren't on the Book of Faces, if you're interested in helping Elizabeth and Bjorlik out, you're welcome to talk to me. You're welcome to talk to Dorian. You're welcome to talk to them. Whatever it takes. They are. I don't know where I was going. Sorry, my train just derailed. They are in the process of looking for a new final place to, I say final, real, theirs place to stay. I didn't mean final. That was a bad word.
Their final resting
Cut out.
place.
That's not what I meant.
I know.
Ooh, playing it off the cuff.
Okay.
I know that our Seneschal got some offices that are open that need to be mentioned. I'm hoping he has a list handy because I don't. And so I'm going to turn things over his direction.
Do we want to talk about the comics box thing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rick. Currently, we have several offices open, starting with the Office of Rapier Marshal. This is not the youth Rapier Marshal. If you're interested, please contact my office and we'll get you set up. We also have accepting deputies for the Office of Exchequer. Deputy for the Office of Seneschal is now open. Opening offices for the Office of A&S Mistress. We currently need a historian and a bookkeeper. And a missile.
Of which you have one.
He did say ANS already.
If you're interested in any office, period, and want to be a deputy, please contact that respective person or my office. We'll gladly tell you what the details about that are. And thank you. Oh, if you want to put anything in the saga, get it in tonight. From our front door.
Also, as he mentioned, the Rapier Marshal is not the youth Rapier Marshal because we are the only barony in the Kingdom of Onsteora that has a baronial youth marshal. You should have seen him trying to figure that out in AMP.
Which are better behaved than the adult.
I mean, yes. Does anybody else have anything else that they would like to discuss during Populace this evening? I know that Susan the Curious was working on a demo around the original dates. It's for her 4-H group around the original dates of Castellan, but I haven't seen anything. I gave her the permission to publish, but I haven't seen anything about that yet. So be on the lookout for that. I think it's the weekend before, which is Queen's Champion Weekend. Yeah, it is. That's why I said it's the weekend.
Are we doing, like, typically, if I recall, we get ready to hit summer, and then we've got usually several demo opportunities that what are we doing? Do we know if anything?
This is the only demo opportunity I've heard of.
When's Maker's Fair?
August.
August? Okay.
They are a hamlet, so it would be up to us if we wanted to have something up at Sunfest.
The office of Chatelaine mentioned is one that's open, is they ready to demos?
So
Chatelaine is also open.
Chatelaine is also open. Yep.
That was Lady Gallus, I remember.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And life took over.
Yep. Let's see, what else?
If there's something you would like to see taught at ANS night or something you would like to teach at ANS night, I know that our ANS minister would love to hear from you. In either of those instances, she's got some people in her back pocket to help her find teachers. If somebody says, I want to learn how to do this. And next week is Intro to Belly Dance. Tomorrow? Yeah, sorry. Intro to Belly Dance. Okay. So again, the other thing that we haven't mentioned is we did move ANS night to Tuesday night at the same place as fighter practice. It's just in a different room. So, pardon?
Good thing.
It is, right?
The Middle Eastern dancing classes is actually trying to gauge interest because we have someone, Lady Eloise Aldwood back there,
She's waving.
who is willing to come and teach once a month if we have enough interest. I mean, if, 2 people show up, then it's not really feasible. So if we've got people that are interested, please come out tomorrow night. If you think you might be interested, come out tomorrow.
All right. Going once. Going
Hey,
twice.
Carl, tell us about the things you made.
I forgot some other things.
Oh,
Oh, I'm looking for it.
yeah.
Use my original design, however, so they're 5 feet tall, so they're 4 feet tall. Instead of using the pressure treated wood for the 4x4s, I use heat treated wood. So it's a little more friendly to knives. John was throwing out yesterday, was getting well.
Yeah.
So,
So we're saying is North Keep has new targets for throwing weapons.
And they're good targets.
Excellent.
So nobody needs to haul targets.
Yay.
the
Woohoo.
4-foot target I'm going to keep because that's going to become the spear target. What I'm doing is making the foam pad that goes on the front. That will be ratchet strapped to that.
Nice.
That'll be our spear target.
So if you're online and you couldn't hear what he said, because he's all the way in the back of the room with everybody else. The 4-foot archery target is going to be transitioned into the spear target, and they will ratchet strap the foam to the front. Okay.
Pad to the spear. It's actually the 4-foot throw weapons target.
Some other really cool things that I forgot to mention about Gulf War. John of York won thrown weapons. Zubaida scored a nearly perfect score on her ANS project.
98 out of 100.
Nico the Nobody won the Youth Bardic.
North Keep.
It was a slam dunk.
And,
Yeah.
and there were, I'm told that there are youth who were competing against them who, as soon as Nico sat down, said they won.
Nice.
So that's pretty impressive. When the other kids can recognize it, it's a big deal. And Colum scored a perfect score on his mead at the Interkingdom Brewing Guild competition.
Colin,
And that's most surprising when he tells you what the flavoring of his mead was.
what was the base for that mead, Colin?
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Scored 100. The judge asked to keep the bottle because they was going to drink it. It was
And the
quite
neon
tasty.
green had worn off by then.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It actually wasn't a bad color of mead. I'm
Yeah.
told that when he first started, it was kind of glow in the darky. Yeah.
nice.
But it didn't turn out that way.
Green
So,
M&M honey that they had for a while there.
So we have the towers this year. I'm going to be working with some people. We're going to add walls. And by that, I mean sections of canvas like 4 feet by 6 feet or something to put like from the edge of the tower to the corner of the property. Maybe the towers may end up in front of the baronial. Probably not, but that would be kind of cool. And then using
the
So-
walkways of the tower will still be open. There will be a
Right, yeah.
walkway into camp at the other end of camp. And the baronial pavilion will still be open. There won't be
Oh, yeah.
walls all the way across. it.
no, the opening will
But-
still be there.
But I am hoping to take up a little bit more of that roadside space so that maybe we can convince sanitation to put the porta pots on the other side of the road.
Other side of the road. So the issue was with the wall at Axmore. If they put the porta johns facing the road, you open the door, step out, you're in the road. So we're gonna see if we can't talk them into turning them all so that all the
they're
porta johns
sideways,
face east,
like they are at Penzic.
like they are Penzic. Yes.
She just had a really good idea for your walls.
Yeah.
Each of the panels could be one of the service awards that.
They're castle parts, right?
They're gonna be sections
And
of
then
cap.
you could put the
She's talking about the art on the front of that.
Oh,
Yeah, so you'd actually.
I grokked it.
The art would be the name of the award and the people who received it. And the dates they were open and closed. If it doesn't work. it'll
You were
work.
right. It was a cornerstone.
interesting.
Just an idea.
And I,
My only concern with that whole concept would be on the years that we don't have enough frontage to put them all out.
yeah,
I don't want somebody's feelers to be
You
hurt.
could also do more than one on a section,
We can't.
leaving room for future awards.
And it'd be justification not to have porta potties in front.
And we can just keep moving those other baronies on down the road because our walls are getting too big. I'm good with that. They can camp in the back. It's fine.
anyway, we will be working on plans for that for next year. We're gonna go after that award again.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
I did also want to point out, Carl had one of the highest single axe throw scores in the war point for throwing weapons.
Wow.
Wow.
We told the highest in the society. So.
So North Keeps Throwing practice is a practice to attend then is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I got you.
I will, as soon as we start having practices again, I will get back out, I promise. Because I have a bow to relearn how to shoot. I have new axes to learn to throw. And eventually I'll get knives. And then spears. I'll be the throwing baron.
Well, barons are expected to swing it around a lot, so.
Boy, that's true. Look at my ancestors. Look at all my ancestors. 1, 2.
I'm gonna have to turn on my outside face.
And John does make slings, so there you are.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I don't have anything else. We're gonna try this one more time. John's got his hand up.
Sorry, I meant the Globe and Throw went really well. I don't know how you heard about it, but we actually had a rose tournament. And this is the first time I've heard of a rose tournament for throw weapons.
Nice.
We had 20 people sign up for it, 55 through.
Wow.
And so we went for an 1.5-hour tournament to 2.5 hours.
Joy.
And it was awesome and exhausting and lots of fun in a good way. They've already been asked to do it at Rams, Bam, and
Nice.
again next year. So they want double the numbers in shorter time. So we'll see what happens. But it was awesome, and glow in the dark throwing did work out really well.
Did it?
Close to getting hurt.
And I got a lightsaber.
He did get a lightsaber, and every weapon, he went in front of it and just, blessed it before it went out there.
Okay.
Well, alrighty then.
I don't know what to do with that, but all right.
Gulf War was a good time.
Gulf Wars was a good time. We had one day of rain, and then we had 3 days of that. We burned a lot of propane at night. Yes, Colin.
So the Brewer Social was brand new also for Gulf War.
Oh, that's right.
We had about 10 to 12 people filtering in and out, and that was, they want to do that for BAM and for
Cool.
different places.
And that's
too.
where Charles, was that no, that was the Malort special, where Charles got
Yes.
recognized by the company that makes.
Lord.
Really?
Yep. Would you like to talk about it? That was such an amazing.
He was so touched.
He was.
He was so sweet. I don't know that Colin was done talking about.
No,
Okay, I just didn't want to stop. So about, actually, last July, I mean, everybody knows about Charles and the Lord, yeah. And last July, I reached out to Malort and was like, hey, there's this guy in Stillwater that is responsible for introducing your beverage to literally hundreds of people, and at least 3 of them like it. And they said there's this bar that is the third most, I found out that they sell third most Malort in Oklahoma,
Wow.
which, ugh,
Yeah,
So the reason it's called Malort is because that's the sound you make when you drink it.
the first
not
time.
wrong. And I was like, would you guys meet me?
Can you even mix it with anything to make it taste better?
The trash can.
Yes.
Let me come back to that.
You're right.
So-
You put your burnt filter to taste better.
Yeah. So I was like, can you guys send some swag that I can give to this guy? And they were like, and I looked at it, it was like 3 hours later, and this is a huge company, and they responded in 3 hours.
Wow.
They were like, yes, what is a good address for this guy? And I was like, well, this is my address, I'll present it to him when I get the chance. So we decided that the best place to do this was at the appreciation.
Oh, yeah.
At golf. And so I walked up and they were in the full throes of the appreciation.
Oh,
And I told this story and unfolded the flag, and I think Charles almost cried.
wow.
Yeah, he did try.
You got an emotional response from Charles?
Well, apparently last year he only had
Easy.
8 people show up.
There were like
This year it was like
50.
50.
Yeah. But yeah, he came up to me and he came up and gave me a hug, which weird. I love Charles, but weird. And was like, thank you so much. And then later on, he messaged me and said how touched he was. And I was like, I was weirded out. Let's not be serious about that. But he really appreciated it, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to surprise him too.
Very
It
good.
wasn't just a flag.
No,
Oh, yeah.
it was not. There was a bracelet that I asked permission to give to him because you never really know, but it said, tonight's the night to fight your dad, Jetson's Malort.
Wow.
And there were like temporary tattoos and like little keychains and stickers. And I think he gave everything away because he's Charles.
Except the flag.
And did you?
Except the flag, which I think he's gonna turn into a cloak.
And I said,
You were lighter of the century.
Oh, Lord.
I sent pictures back to the Lord in the email thread that I had with them. And they were like, thank you so much for the pictures. That's awesome.
Wow.
And I'm like, you can put me on your PR list forever and I'll just keep giving it to him.
Pecan, you had your hand up when she started.
Okay, actually,
It is-
need to point out, because it hadn't been mentioned, that Norman Med Fair is April 10th through 12th, and it is opposite Coronation.
It's an aperitif. It's, Alex, but apparently he says that it's a hot liqueur, but it's like herbal foul.
It's a wormwood tincture. If you've taken herbal tinctures, that's what it is. And it's of wormwood, which is a very bitter herb.
And if you go on YouTube and look at their like commercials that they produce, you will see they are very tongue-in-cheek about how terrible it is.
There.
What you got, Carl?
It's also the same thing they use in absinthe.
Wow.
Yeah.
He offered it to me years and years and years ago, and I, in my newness of Ontario, tried it.
Tried it once and never again.
Somebody brought it to a Centurion shot bar.
He does
That
every time.
is
That's-
the Charles.
That is the Charles
Yeah.
the Great. That is the one time I've had it. Never again.
Yeah, the shot bar, Centurions are encouraged to have a custom shot that is theirs forever and ever, and that is Charles.
I mean, at least it doesn't have grass in it.
It's not that bad.
It's really not that bad.
It's horrible. Your mileage may vary. How's that? All right, guys, I've tried 3 times to close this meeting down. I'm closing it this time. Y'all have a great night. I'm not asking again. 1, 2, 3, gone.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks to the 5 of you who came to see us online. See you next time.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.